Hi readers, welcome back to For the Love of Reading with me, Justin. I am so excited that you are here today because today is a very, very special day. I wonder if you can guess what day it is. It's a very special day. Most people celebrate it. Let's see. It's been about 365 days since we last celebrated. It's a birthday. It's a birthday of this channel For the Love of Reading. Happy birthday, listeners. Thank you so much for coming on this adventure with me for the past year, for all of the adventures that we have been on, for the stories that we have shared, for the places that we have gone to. You have helped to make this a very special place, and I wanted to say thank you. Well, today is also a very special day because we are back in Portugal, right where it all began. Right behind me, you can see the library where I got the very first books to put on this channel. And I'm excited to say that I have moved back to Portugal. I'm excited because I was kind of homesick. I loved my travels around the world. I loved Brazil. I loved Indonesia. I loved Paraguay. And I love the United States. And I love all the different places that I've been. But Portugal holds a special place for me because of the friends I have made, because of the family that I have here, because of the parks, and because of the stories and the adventures and the dancing and the food and all of the wonderful things that make this an incredible place to be. Now, because it's a birthday, and because we're back in Portugal, today's book, De Londres ao Porto, Numa Gaivota, From London to Porto, Flying on a Seagull. It's a very special book because it is in both Portuguese and English, and hopefully we can practice our Portuguese or we can practice our English, and because Sofia, our main character in this book, is also feeling homesick. Maybe she can help me as I deal with the homesick feelings that I have for the different places around the world that I have been, and as I get used to living here in Portugal once again. Well, let's see what wonderful adventures Sofia has in 3, 2, 1, vamos. Let's go.
De Londres ao Porto, Numa Gaivota. From London to Porto, Flying on a Seagull. By Inês Cardoso and Rita M. Pereira. Foi em pleno voo sobre o Douro, quando a gaivota em que Sofia viajava fez uma acrobacia de cortar a respiração, que o professor levantou ligeiramente a voz. Sofia, estás de novo a sonhar? It was in the middle of a flight over the Douro, when the seagull upon which Sophia was flying performed a breathtaking feat of acrobatics. The teacher raised his voice slightly. Sophia, are you dreaming again? Não estava. Estava direitinha na sala de aula, na sua escola em Richmond. Vivia em Londres há exatamente 427 dias e mais algumas horas que não sabia precisar, contas regularmente atualizadas no seu quadro negro. Quando o professor pediu aos alunos que descrevessem o que costumavam fazer nas férias. No, she wasn't. She was right in the classroom at her school in Richmond. She had been living in London for exactly 427 days and a few hours. She couldn't be precise, though the time was regularly updated on her blackboard. when the teacher asked his students to describe what they usually did on vacation. Sofia escreveu sobre os banhos de mar e o sabor a sal na pele, sobre os dias quentes e as brincadeiras no parque, sobre o gelado delicioso que a avó fazia com os morangos do quintal. Sophia wrote about her swims in the sea and the taste of salt on her skin, about the hot days and the games in the park, about the delicious ice cream her grandmother used to make with the strawberries from her backyard. Sobre a noite mais longa do ano e os balões no céu do São João. E quis dizer que tinha saudades do Porto, mas falta-lhe a palavra. About the longest night of the year and the illuminated balloons in the sky of São João in Porto. And she wanted to write that she missed Porto, but she didn't know the word for the Portuguese word saudade. Nesse dia, quando pediu ajuda aos pais, ficou a saber que a saudade é uma palavra muito séria e que alguns especialistas não se entendem sobre se é ou não possível traduzi-la. When she asked for help from her parents, she learned that saudade, a very serious word, and that some experts do not understand whether it is possible to translate it. I miss you. Os ingleses usam, por exemplo, o nome homesickness. Ou, se falam de pessoas, dizem que sentem falta delas, como em I miss you, or I'm dying to see you again. The English use, for example, the noun homesickness. Or, if they talk about people, they say they miss them, as in, I miss you, or I'm dying to see you again. Sofia achou a questão verdadeiramente interessante. Quis saber como era em francês e encontrou algumas semelhanças com a fórmula inglesa. Tu me manques. Os franceses também recorrem a termos derivados de nostalgia para expressarem essa sensação que a distância causa. Sophia found the question truly interesting. She wanted to know what it was like in French. And she found some similarities with the English formula. Tu me manques. The French also used terms derived from the root nostalgia to express this sense of being far from your loved ones and places. Fico a matutar naquilo. Não poderia ser acaso que a palavra saudade tivesse uma força tão especial em português. E sentiu que, mesmo se um dia dominasse o inglês na perfeição, continuaria a sentir falta de palavras na língua em que não tinha chão. Todos precisamos de um chão onde as raízes não segurem bem fundo. She thought a lot about it. It could not be a coincidence that longing had such a special force in Portuguese. And she felt that even if she mastered English perfectly, she would still miss words in the language where she had no base. We all need a firm base for our roots to hold on to. Olha, flor linda! De repente, sentiu-se bocadinho triste ao lembrar-se do sotaque das vendedoras no tradicional mercado do Balhão e das cores das casas encavaltidadas na ribeira junto ao rio. Suddenly, she felt a little sad when she remembered the accent of the women selling things in the traditional market of Balão in Porto, and the colors of the houses by the river in the Ribeira. E se nunca conseguisse sentir-se tão seguro em Londres como se sentia na sua cidade de origem antes daqueles 427 dias? What if she could never feel as safe in London as she had felt in her hometown before those 427 days began? Nesse domingo, em vez de andarem de bicicleta no parque para a visitarem veados, como faziam tanta vez, Sofia e os pais foram passear ao centro de Londres. That Sunday, instead of cycling in the park looking for deer, as they had done so many times, Sophia and her parents went to the center of London. Ficava sempre encantada com o rebuliço das ruas, com os braços do Tower Bridge e abrirem-se para deixar passar os barcos, com as torres modernas erguidas lado a lado dos velhos monumentos, e gostava de olhar demoramente o Big Ben e imaginar como seria uma aventura fora de horas naquele palácio. She was always enchanted by the commotion of the streets, with the arms of Tower Bridge opening to let the boats pass, and the modern towers built side by side with old monuments. And she liked to stare at Big Ben for a long time and imagine what adventures might be had in that building after it closed for the day. Quando olho para a torre, viu o céu azul salpicado de nuvens e uma gaivota em voo tranquilo. Ficou imóvel, olhos fixos no céu. Viu com toda a clareza que à sua frente estava a Torre dos Clérigos e o tradicional elétrico corria apressado na rua cheia de gente. E sentiu o cheiro inconfundível dos manjericos. When she looked at the tower, she saw the blue sky speckled with clouds and a seagull flying calmly. She stood motionless, eyes fixed on the sky. She saw quite clearly that in front of her was the Tower of Clérigos in Porto, and one of the traditional trams passing quickly in the crowded street. And she smelled the unmistakable scent of basil. O céu era igualzinho nas duas cidades, imenso e cheio de espaço para os sonhos. Pediu à gaivota que acelerasse, porque adorava voar em velocidade, sentindo o vento frio na cara. Também quis que ela arrestasse uma pirueta, uma daquelas difíceis que faziam as pessoas assustar-se ou abrir a boca de espanto lá embaixo. The sky was the same in both cities, immense and full of space for dreams. She asked the seagull to go faster because she loved to fly at speed, feeling the cold wind in her face. She also wanted her to do a loop-de-loop, one of those spectacular ones that made people gasp with fright or in astonishment as they look up from the ground. Assim, com pé no céu e o outro no chão, sentiu-se a sorrir por dentro e percebeu, através dos lugares dentro de nós, podemos sempre encontrar o caminho para casa. So, with one foot in the sky and another on the ground, she smiled inside and realized we can always find our way home through the places inside us. Nessa noite, já sem medo das distâncias, Sofia decidiu que no dia seguinte voaria até Paris. Sempre quis conhecer o Torre Eiffel. That night, no longer fearing the distances between places, Sofia decided that the next day she would fly to Paris. She had always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower.
Wow. I really appreciated how Sophia dealt with her feelings about being homesick. She didn't push them down, she didn't ignore them. She recognized that Porto would always be a special place for her, with its smells and its sounds. And that then she went out on a new adventure in London and made new connections. What a great way to experience the world. We don't give up the places that we've been before. We carry them with us as they've made us who we are. All the different places and all the different people that I've met and been to around the world have made me me. And all the different adventures that you've had and all the friends and all the family and all the places that you've been have made you the very special person that you are. And what's wonderful is now Sophia is starting to dream about other adventures that she can have. In Paris with the Eiffel Tower, I've been there and it was wonderful, but I also look forward to the next adventures. I would love to go to Madagascar or Costa Rica or New Zealand or Egypt. There are so many places I still want to go. But I know that even if I go to those places, I won't give up the places and the friends that I've been to before and that I've met before. I will carry them with me forever. Well, the other thing that we get to carry with us forever are the stories that we read. I'm going to go to this library behind me and find a new book. You go and find a new book and a new adventure that you can carry with you. We'll sit down and enjoy for the love of reading. See you next time.